Cannabis has had a complicated history. It was originally one of humanity's oldest cultivated crops, used for industrial, medicinal, and spiritual purposes for thousands of years. In fact, the US was built on hemp. When the colonies were being established in the United States, King James I actually required property owners to each grow 100 plants to be exported back to Britain. But once the intoxicating properties of THC became known, cannabis became a target for increasing governmental control, first at the state and then at the federal level. But it took nearly a decade-long campaign in the 1930s to effectively prohibit the plant. That in turn led the way to its hyper-criminalization and its banishment from modern medicine, until the people organized and started fighting back. So how could we go from such a staple crop to a highly restricted drug to a burgeoning, quasi-legal state and international market? I'm Eric Goepel, founder and CEO of the Veterans Cannabis Coalition, an independent, self-funded advocacy group dedicated to ending cannabis prohibition and driving the research and development of cannabis-based treatments through the U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs. Since its inception, the institution of prohibition has pushed a racist and pseudoscientific view of the plant as a means to criminalize millions, overwhelmingly people who are low income and from Black, Latino, and Native communities. Veterans are represented in each of these demographics. Many have personally experienced the harsh punishments of the legal system. Many more have suffered from a lack of more beneficial and less risky medical alternatives compared to their legally available cocktails, painkillers, sleeping pills, anti-anxiety meds, and alcohol. The 127,560 veteran suicides and the untold number of fatal overdoses since 9/11 are a testimony to the failures of our current policies. In this course, I'll walk you through the ancient history of cannabis around the world, the most notable milestones from criminalization to legalization, where the legal industry stands today, and the implications of a partially legalized nation. By examining the history of the plant, the relatively recent turn to prohibit it, and the current movement to recognize its full potential, I hope you will have a more complete understanding of its place in our world, the work that remains to be done, and how the people and plant all stand to benefit from legalization. I'm Eric Goepel, your cannabis history expert, and this is my course on the history of cannabis.